What is good, peeps? We're back for another video, and I'm here today just to give you guys a revision for what happened to me this week. So hopefully, if I can learn something from this, cool, and if you guys can learn something, even better. So let's get to this. This week actually ended in kind of an L. Yeah, kind of an L. The reason why it's kind of an L because today I literally could have been in plus 1,000 profit. The reason why I could have been in it if I just adjusted my strategy. Not really adjusted it, but it's more so price is jerking me off but not letting me finish. That's how it's kind of what it's doing. That's what it's doing, right? I'm just gonna quickly check something. So give me 1 second, y'all. I want this to only go for 1 minute. I want this to only go for 1 minute. All right, no 1 minute, 10 minutes. My bad. I'm tripping. But let's get to it, y'all. We go entire screen out here. We go entire screen out this bitch. Cool, cool, cool. So this is how. Pretty sure. No, never mind. I'm tripping. How the fuck did this week start? Oh shit! This was on Monday. Okay, guys, this was on Monday. Maybe we started Euro USD with a start, or we had no trades. So we're gonna go quickly to Monday on Euro USD. By the way, guys, there's gonna be maybe a couple trades just randomly sitting in there. They're really more so forecasted trades where if price got to here in this right area, I would take a sell without having to analyze it myself. I would practically do a pre-market analysis if you guys see trades out like 30 pips away from where price is currently. So anyway, let's get to this. This one. This one was a really good chance to actually make a lot of money, 1 to 5. This one just failed. Did I regret taking this? Let's just check. So I took a buy at 610. Let's check on Monday, 610, if there was anything special. Monday, there was no news. Okay, kind of off to a bad start. Since price started at 5 p.m., let's see what happens. So 5 p.m., price is already up here. I'm probably looking for a buy currently around here. But since price comes all the way down here, I decided to take it here. Perfect for me because I think there was also another buy premeditated there. So it just made it even better for me. And I'm pretty sure the price deviated enough, which is like around 84%. So that all I need to do is risk one trade, put all of it on one. And if it loses, I lose the whole risk for today. If it wins, I win on 1 to 5 with all my risk for today. As for this trade, it currently just shot up a bit. I got its little pushback and then continued pushing down as it respected the monthly open price. Could I learn anything from this? Not really. I think I would have taken this regardless. News was more so a shout out, not shout out. News was more so a deciding factor, which it could have helped me. It could have helped this trade essentially push up further to the the weekly/daily open, which is the start of the day. The reason why I took this buy as well is the bias is since price has been pushing down. I don't know if price pushed down this week, last week. Maybe it was just the start of this week. Price just pushed down more than like 2% in like 3 days, which is insane. Yo, what's up to the new person in the chat? Say hello. I'm gonna see your chats, bro. I'm gonna see your chats. If you have questions, let me know, and I'll let you know. I'll give you the answer to the question. So this trade here, guys, this is Tuesday. Did I take this trade? Looks like I did. Sometimes I have trades like planned out here just because it's either a forward test or I've taken this trade because I'm trading GBP USD and Euro USD. So for this here, we can clearly see here, I got the movement. I got the whole move. And I remember this trade actually came to my mind right now. This trade was a beautiful trade. Took a buy, price shot up. I was up like 200, $300. The reason why I was actually holding this trade is because price moved fucking more than 1% in like 1 day, which is low key should be taboo. It should be illegal. That shouldn't happen, right? Or it shouldn't happen, but it's too much movement for price to do without having a respectable pullback, right? This pullback isn't even respectable. The least I was looking at this trade was probably here, which is a 1% move. That's what I was looking for. Since price didn't do it this day, I got break even for this trade. I actually took a trade on GBP USD as well at the same time. And this was how it turned out. This was a trade on Tuesday. Same trade, same time. Price is the exact same thing on GBP USD. I actually decided to take out at here, the daily open. I think I took one of my trades out on the daily open, or two. I don't know why I have two here, but no, I didn't. My bad. I think it's this one here. So I took my trade out here purely because I made it so that if price came down a certain area, it would hit my trailing stop loss. My original goal for GBP was just to let it hit the daily open so that whatever I got from this trade practically made up for yesterday's L, which it did. As for Euro USD, which I was up $300. So together from this trade and Euro USD's trade at the same time, same day, brought me up to $400, but I just took out only 135. So from this, obviously, took a break even on Euro. Probably the lesson to learn is probably to practically accept what price gives you, right? Accept what price gives you. And now I know that sometimes the moves can happen later on in the week. So we're coming to this here. Price gave me this area to essentially get out. When price did up, down, up, this was the perfect area to get the fuck out. Even though it didn't hit the daily open, price made a long move here. The reason why it's a long move here, pause, is because price deviated 0.5%, which is a lot. And I was expecting it just at the daily open at least and break through and kind of respect it and me have my trailing stop loss as GBP did before. But for this, price moved very quickly and quickly back down. So break even here, lesson to learn here is really just to probably be thankful for your trades and probably take out here, as you'll see later. Coming to this trade here, did I take this trade? Yes, I did. I definitely did. I was thinking if I did or not, but I definitely did. And this is more the reason why I was looking for buys. One, price gave me the opportunity to take a buy instead of a sell. So that's why I took a buy here. Good timing. I took it later on in the day. I'm pretty sure there was probably no news. And if there was news, doesn't matter because it was later on the day that price gave me the opportunity to take a buy. You can clearly see here, complete failure right here. 2 L's on top. Beautiful. Great start. And after that, price deviated another, 1%. So price has deviated 2%. More than 2%, which is a shit ton of movement. Boy, if I took a sell from the top of the 2% to the bottom of the 2%, I'll probably make of $50. $50 alone, what I'd make is probably more than 500 easily. With a 10 pip stop loss, probably we hit in like 2,000, which is like a what? It's like a 1 to 40, something insane, something stupid. So that's how much 2% is, just letting you all know. 10 pip stop loss, getting the sell from the top all the way to the bottom, price moves 2,000 pips. Is it 2,000 or 200? One of them. The point is, it moves a shit ton. I'll quickly measure how much 1% is. So price moves 100 pips. Kind of making me feel a little bit stupid now. But so 10 moves 10. Yeah, practically wouldn't actually make, sorry, from $50, I wouldn't actually make that. I would have made, I'm just going to calculate my analogy or my example that I just used. So 50 times by 50 times by 20 is essentially what I would have made, which is around $1,000. So I would have made $1,000 from $50, which is what, 200x or 20x, something like that. So coming to this, guys, this is the trade that I had on Thursday. Price gave me a pretty beautiful sell here. Funny enough, is my trade mate. Now he's my trade mate because I realized the new job that I got, he's actually a trader as well. Took the same trade here. He actually got out at the bottom here at like 1 o'clock. He says at 1 o'clock, price finally made the move, which is right here, somewhere here. So he made this move. It's a 102.36. As for me, price came back up just to touch my break even to piss me off, to come back down. You can clearly see as soon as it touched my break even right here, came back down. This is what happened. Took a sell up here. Price came down here. It was enough for me to bring my stop loss to break even. Price came back up. Made me take out, but I was like, you know what, this is a good time as well. I'm gonna take another sell here. Took another sell here. Price came back down, then brought my stop loss to break even again. Price came back up, touched me out, and then started coming back down to hit my daily open, which was where my TP was. Beautiful. This trade here is what I'm talking about. These are the trades which I'm just expecting price to do if price was within session. So essentially, this is supposed to be somewhere here. If price came down at the right time, I would have taken a buy there if this wasn't an option. So for this, I delete this because I never took any trade there. So let's go to this one here, guys. These are also the forward tests. You can say that I was preparing, not for this far in the day, but more so if price gets to these areas. Since price did not get to these areas, I'm going to delete all these, and I'm going to go straight to GBP USD. By the way, guys, hit that like button. Hit that motherfucking like button, because I'm about to stop the stream very soon because I have to do 2 other things after this. This was the other forward test that I took on Thursday. The reason why I actually didn't take the sell is because price was lining up pretty good, but it made the move early, and I'm pretty sure there was no news today, which I'll just double check right now. So we'll check Thursday. No news for Euro USD. Let's check. I'm gonna bet it. Bet my life, yo. Bet my sons and daughters. Bet my mother. I'm joking. But let's just see. So I guess there was news, yeah. I guess there was news. You can clearly see here there was news. It's a good thing I didn't actually bet them. I did, but shit, I don't believe God exists, so I'm good. Anyway, go to this. Not God exists. Don't worry about what I'm saying. I'm tripping. I just need to sleep. Anyway, this was a forward test. Funny enough, it went exactly to what my forward test was. The reason why I said this was a forward test here is because price deviated enough. It was really close to the 5 p.m. timing, although I finished work at 5 p.m. So was never going to take this trade. But at the time when I saw this was where it was. It came down here. It was too late. So I was like, no, I'm just going to leave this. Price continued to push down. And you see how I took a sell even when price moved 2%? It's because price gave me the opportunity to take a sell while forward test in this situation. As for this one, guys, this is probably the one that I really wanted to jump off a cliff for, just because this would have been a filthy amount of money, y'all. This would have made me literally $800+. No, it's either 800 or 1,000, like I said before. The reason why, no, this would have made me 800. Last trade, I was expecting 1,400. That was a potential chance. It was a 1 to 26. That's why I actually had my break even there. As for this trade here, I expected essentially this, a 1 to 7 and a 1 to 6. I took 2 trades. Took 3 trades, lost my first trade. Was up on my first and my added trade. And from that, as soon as price came up, I brought my stop loss to break even, which I'll show you here. As soon as price came up here, it enabled me to bring my stop loss to break even, came back down, hit my monthly open price, and pushed straight up. From this, what I can really learn from this is probably, if prices move down so much with a great bias, not really a great bias, but for a great opportunity to really make a lot of money because prices move so much, probably should wait for price to do exactly what it should do. So in this situation, I brought my shit to break even because price came very close to the 50% retracement area. What I should have done in this situation is not done that. I should have actually waited for price to actually touch it, because if I waited for price to touch it, because since price moved 2%, it's very difficult for price to move more than that. I probably would have been in this trade loving my life, right? Still loving my life, but it's just a little bit less. That's all for this week, guys. I'm gonna stop here. I see someone new in the chat. Let me know your name before I dip, and hit that like button. Hit that like button. If you guys missed out on this trade, just not missed out on the trade, but this trade revision, just go back in the video. I just explained kind of every single trade I took this week, which was almost every day, and there was some trades that had a lot of potential, could have definitely been up more than $1,000 this week, although just lessons to learn, and break evens hit. That's really it, guys, and a couple L's. So this week I think I resulted, I'll quickly check right now. This week I resulted in please don't blow my mind in the bad way. This week, I resulted in negative $142. Not looking good, boys, but gonna keep pushing. So those just easy lessons to learn, and that $142 is essentially a total of 1 trade lost this week, which is not too bad. Had the chance to really make 1,000+, ended up making negative 142 because I took an L, and practically I didn't. I could have done better things, right? Which the lessons are, before I finish this, is simply when price is looking too good, be more strict. In the sense of when price deviated 2% and price came back up, allowing me to bring my stop loss to break even, was because it was close to the area which enabled me to. I probably should have waited exactly till it touched that area, so that I had no excuse, that I was just bound to have this break even. As for the only thing I can really realize from this trade was really, it didn't really hit the break-even area, just went very close to enabling me to hit to bring my stop loss to break even, which I did. So that's a lesson to learn. As for the other days, probably just take the profits out of there and probably just understand the V exit strategy and utilize the V exit strategy in certain areas. But I don't even regret the first one, the Tuesday trade, which you guys, if you go back, you'll understand. Tuesday trade is the one that could have made me $1,400. It was up $400 from both two trades. Took out one of them, the other one came back down to my break even. I don't really regret it because I didn't really lose anything in that situation. I actually gained something. Really, I gained my loss that I lost on Monday. So I don't really regret it. So from that, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. Hit that like, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you at the top. My actual slogan is I won't stop till I get to the top. Hit that like. Peace.